Hey there, I'm going to talk today about transactional relationships, transactional love, and narcissists, and what that is, and all what it entails, why they do it. So, if you don't know me, I'm Lise Colucci, one of the life coaches at QueenBeeing over there with Angie Atkinson, where we help you with anything related to narcissism and understanding narcissism and how it affects you and how to heal from it. So, how to heal from the effects of it in your life, rather, not from it. Okay. So, transactional love and narcissist. Basically, how do narcissists love? Narcissists love transactionally. They relate transactionally to you in that it means everything that they're doing, all relationship, all loves, tabs are being kept. And what they are doing, they expect to receive. When they give, they expect to get. When the relationship is built on expectations of reciprocity. So while we all would like to have what we give, what, we'd like to receive back from something in a loving relationship that is different than a relationship that is a reciprocal relationship, um, just naturally because of a person giving and the other person giving, and therefore you both receive. This is an expectation of that. So that let's just keep going and we'll see. It is a self serving agenda to get as much or more than they give. Narcissists, and this happens with parents too. Yes, it does. This is the hard thing. We think of a parent's love being unconditional. We think of a parent's love being just there for you because you were born to them, because they're your parents, because you're their child. But with a narcissistic parent, it's a very self-serving love that is about that parent. It's not about you. It's not about giving to your child. It is expectations of, you do good and then I'll give you love. If you're not doing good, you're not showing me that you love me. And by good, it's their standards. It's their standards of good. It's their standards of what their expectations are on you. You know what I mean? It's not reasonable. It's not a reasonable thing at all. It is very self-serving toward the narcissist. So, excuse me, they set the terms of the transactions. This is what I'm getting at. They set the terms of these transactions. They will say, for instance, if you behave, you'll get my good side. I was actually told that if you behave, I said, define behave. Well, give me what I need. If you give me what I need, I'll give you what you need. Isn't that how it works? Well, kind of, but no. Like there's more to it than that. What do you mean? What is it that you're not getting? I'm not getting your your undying affection and attention. I'm not getting your worship. My what? Right? And if you don't give that, you're not going to get anything. And I said, so if I'm not showing you 100% that you're the most important thing on this planet, you're not going to give me anything? Correct, because you haven't earned it. They see it as an earned thing. Hello, Colleen. Hello, Jack. Um, so okay, transactional love. Basically, be quiet, agree, all of that, and you'll get a little attention. Or give, and you'll get a little bit, maybe, if they feel like it. All right. I feel like I have to be perfect for everything. And it's so tiring, I don't feel good enough because of you being set up by a toxic parent. Is that what you mean, Ella? To have to give in order to get and to be perfect. Perfectionism is one big thing that happens with people who are raised by toxic parents. And it's um yeah, it's an heirloom tradition on both sides. Yep. It is a big thing, and sometimes it's not recognized as perfectionism, but it's recognized more as feeling like not good enough, and like, well, then what would be good enough? Well, if I were perfect. You know what I'm saying? So it can be a little deceiving or a little bit difficult to recognize in oneself because you don't feel good enough. You think, well, I'm nowhere near perfect, but what you're aiming for is something that is inhuman, right? Because you've been taught that that's what you're supposed to be. Okay, so transactional love. Yes, my problem is with my mom and our family. I don't have relationship problems because my mom controls that too. Oh, yeah. Um, with transactional love, love is earned. Love Intimacy is earned, trust and affection are earned, words of kindness are earned. And by trust, I don't mean the trust of like trust should be earned, right? It should be seen, it should be witnessed. We need to form trust. But what I mean by that is they are mistrusting in general. And so they will let you in on the trust side if you earn it. And it's very specific. It's very basically what was said. I've heard this, it was said to me, and I've heard it said to other people that I don't trust you anymore because you've proven to not be on the right side. What do you mean side? I wasn't on a side. I was just telling you basically if you see them with the mask off, you no longer on the right side. They don't trust you anymore. So you have to earn it by pretending everything's okay. That's not really earning it. That's like hiding the truth, right? So, yeah, okay, they give and they take away when they disapprove. A narcissist will give you love, they'll give you affection, then they take it away. It's the whole nature of how the love bombing and the devaluing cycle works, right? Here, have a little bit of love. Oh, look, I pulled the rug out from under you. Here, have some breadcrumbs. Oh, look, I swept them away. You no longer have them. Here, have some gifts. Oh, never mind. Those aren't mine to give. I'm not. You're not. You can't have those. Or have the gifts. I gave you the gifts. What more do you want? And devaluing you while they're giving you the thing. So this is what they do. It's tit for tat, as they say. Um, Okay. I'm sorry, I'm skimming chat today because I have a brief this is a brief live stream I should have mentioned. Because I have to go pick up children. So, okay, they expect over and above for doing anything for you. In a transactional relationship, someone is going to expect you to make leaps and bounds over what they've done. So it's not exactly an equal exchange. It's more like, hey, I did the dishes. Now you have to clean the entire house and do this and do that and do this. And that's a bad example. But you know what I mean? It's like, here, I've done a little bit. Now worship me and show me that how amazing I am. And you might get a little bit more later, but I'm not sure. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that or not yet. And okay, their terms and conditions are placed on you in order to receive love. That's what we talked about. So basically, what they're feeling, what they're thinking, what they're experiencing is, what do I get from this? How do I win or lose in this situation? They like to stay on top. They like to be in control. How do they maintain control? They maintain control by making you feel unloved and being the only source that can fix that, which is them. So, um, okay. All right. So they blame, they punish, they're judgmental. That's how they show you. That's how they show you. It's so what else do I want to say about reciprocal love? They are a narcissist, remember, when they are love. Love to them is so if we okay, let's talk about what we talked about the other day, which is the um the way they have empathy, which is cognitive empathy. So they have an understanding of what it is they're supposed to give in this relationship. They have an understanding of what it is you are sort of feeling and needing. They just won't give it because they don't have the empathy in their emotional empathy or in their compassionate empathy. And go watch that video from the other day. I explain what all these terms mean. They don't have they're not playing with a full deck when it comes to empathy. All right. And so they are able to see what it is you need. You can see the recognition because they can mirror it and express it. They're not going to give it. They're making the choice to make it transactional because to them, it's all about staying in power and staying on top and being and not and controlling you so that controlling your feelings, controlling your emotions so that they can use you for whatever they want. Can you put the link here? So I cannot where I'm at, but I will put it in the description of the video afterwards when give me a little bit. When I get back, I will do that. Unless Jack is able to do that for me right now, which would be super appreciated if you're able. If not, totally okay. But we'll get it to you, okay, Ella? It was about 2 days ago, if you need it. So let's see. They classically, when you talk about transactional love, you're thinking of being bought. right? So classically, when we think about it, we're being bought. Your affection's being bought, or the expectation of it's being purchased with the expectation of supply, attention, focus back. So a narcissist parent, say, may buy your affection. They may buy you anything you want, but they don't give you anything emotionally. And so the expectation is you will give to them 110% back as being loyal, devoted. It creates interesting things with loyalty binds with a parent as well because of this. So um, yeah, that expectation back is what they're looking for, you guys. It's transactional. They don't love you like from empathy, from a place of compassion, from a place of connectedness because they can't connect. They connect through control. Okay? And they don't have, like I said, they don't have the kind of empathy that allows that a person feels emotionally what the other person feels. They have the kind of empathy that understands based on what they're reading on you, based on knowing that if someone's sad, you're supposed to say what's wrong, you know, but they don't have the feeling of, oh, that person's sad. I wonder what would help them. Then they don't have the compassion to then do anything about it unless there's an exchange. Your you know, your friend has gone and done something awful to you, and the narcissist says, they maybe see a moment where they're like, "Oh, that you look sad that your friend did that." Okay, and then suddenly they might do something nice. And you're going, what's up?" They don't normally, but they actually seem to have genuine compassion, and then a few minutes later, they want something from you. Or the next day they're doing something horrible and you're like, "Why are you this way now and you were so nice yesterday?" "Oh, what? So what I did yesterday doesn't mean anything? Does that not mean anything? So basically I was nice to you once. I don't have to do it again. Don't expect me to carry this through into like everyday life because that's not what I'm about." That's how they act. That's the transactional thing instead of being in relationship and like flowing with the relationship the way people who aren't narcissistic might together. Okay, so thank you for linking that. Um, I don't enable chat replay. Oh, okay. Okay, that's what happens. That's why I can't see it. Okay, you guys, that is about all I got today. Is a very short talk on transactional love. If you have any questions about that, let me know in the comments. If you have any examples of it beyond mine, um, I have a good example I'll give before I end, but let me know in the main comments and we'll talk about it. My mom is nice when she wants info from me. Oh yeah, there's a good example. Oh yeah, yeah, especially if she's a gossiping type or one that just likes to have her nose in everyone's business. Oh yeah, it's obvious, right? Once you see it. So if you don't get another example is if you don't give them something like sex or affection or um, information or whatever, then you owe me. You owe me. I've actually heard of one who, when heard of a person who, when they didn't want to be intimate, they had to pay. When they don't, when it's or else you're not loving me. You're not being fair to me. You're not being good to the relationship. And then it's so obvious when you look at it from afar, but when you're in it, it's not just that. There's a whole lot of stuff leading into that where you're the gaslighting and the confusion that comes before that, then that seems like the best option, right? Yeah. Mhm. And they'll make you pay in one way or another, whether it's gifts or items or service. I was made to pay in service if I spoke out of line. And by out of line, I mean, I'm using terms that are ridiculous, right? What I mean is if I was in a bad mood, if I was upset with something they did, if I not even upset, just not approving of something they did, I had to pay with a certain amount of show me that you care, and then I will stop being silent. Show me that you care, and then I will treat you nicely. But if it's but you never knew what the terms were. So it was like, "Okay, sure. I'll go make you dinner." "All right, sure." So I make dinner. "That's not enough." "Well, you do that all the time. That's not showing me." "Okay, I will do this." There's no, nothing defined on the terms when you're talking about to a narcissistic person because they're trying to control you. They're trying to get you basically on bended knee, right? And groveling and chasing them. That's what it is. It's all you guys, their love is all about seeking supply. Their love is all about what it gives them. Okay. And it's a painful pill to swallow. And I'm sorry, but it is the truth. So there we go. Anything else here? Go do this chore to work off your anger. There's that too. Mhm. Yep. He hears her talk about my older brother and about me badly, and he tells her not too bad, all about bad. It's about I'm not understanding. Um, I think I'm tired. Okay. All right, you guys. I gotta head out. So if you need any more information or any help with anything related to this stuff with narcissists, look in the main description of every video. There is a lot of info there, including ways to reach me if you need coaching or group coaching. We have a very active group right now with a lot of people, really good people, um, really good information shared, and help being between everybody in there. So if you need it, it is available. Check it out. Anything else? I guess that's it. I will be back next week with many topics related to narcissism and healing from a narcissistic person. So take care, and I will see you guys next week. Bye bye.